My name is Billy Davis, and in June of 2023, I'll have been in recovery for 13 years. You know, I reached the end of the road, and I lost everything. I was working like a pizza job because it was the only job, pizza delivery. It was the only thing I could maintain, And I already had a suspended license, and I got pulled over again. And then I really got to where I couldn't drive and I couldn't maintain that job anymore. And I knew at that point that it was a fork in the road. I was either going to go down a really dark criminalistic path, which I somewhat already was, but it was going to get a lot worse, or I knew I was going to go to detox. And so I decided to go to rehab. And so I had a friend drive me about 2 or 3 hours away, and he dropped me off in West Palm Beach in a not so good neighborhood in front of the detox, and I laid outside for 8 hours until they let me in. And irrational fear, once I got into recovery, because I didn't know anything about it, they told me that I couldn't drink anymore. I thought I had an issue with one substance, and they said, you have to cut out everything. And I was like, well, I don't know anybody who doesn't do that. I don't even think that's like a real thing. I don't know if that's realistic. And so I had a lot of fears of like, what am I gonna do with like friends, and how do you live a life like that? Because I've never witnessed that before. And so I think that was a real irrational fear, because now today, like, I couldn't imagine doing that, and I don't miss anything about it, More than a life skill or a practice that helps me maintain my recovery is a belief. And that belief is that if I use, I will die. And using means anything. So I don't use any substance or anything that alters my mind or my brain, because I link it with death. And so no matter what happens, my mind doesn't even go there anymore. I think I would tell myself that it's not as bad as you think it's going to be, and that you can do it, and that you should get help from someone else. Because I tried to stop for at least a year or so. I tried to move to a different city. I moved to multiple cities. I tried to switch to do something else. I tried everything except, I went to a counselor, and she told me that I needed 6 to 12 months of treatment, and I told her I didn't have time for 6 to 12 months. I had plans in the next month. I was like, I just need to deal with this real quick. And so I would go back and tell myself to, like, don't hesitate and just get help, because you don't know how to do it. It's not that hard, it's just, you just don't know how. I always wanted my own business. I have a couple. I wanted a family. I have like a beautiful wife that's supporting, and she's intelligent, she's bright. I have 2 lovely kids. I have everything that I dreamed of, and I didn't think that it would happen that fast. And I would say, for about 7 years, things maybe did not go like I would plan. It maybe seemed kind of slow, but then the 5 years after that, exponentially, everything went right for me. So everything.